Hello guys, so this is the continuation of our adventure to Thousand Island. The ticket costs $30.45, and so for both me and Alan cost $60.92. Good for an hour boat tour.
Prenez une minute pour vous familiariser avec le lieu d'entreposage le plus près de vous. Retirez les gilets de sauvetage de l'entreposage et placez les membres de l'équipage le plus lourdement.
Natural bridge between the Canadian Shield and the Adirondack Mountains in New York. The Mohawk called it the Bones of the Mother. On many of the islands, you can walk in two islands just ahead. Indiana Island, the smaller one on the port side, and Bostwick Island on the starboard. Watch for the cottage on the port side. You can practically look in the windows. Is like a gateway into the heart of the Admiralty Group, the cluster of islands where my grandparents built our family cottage. Right now, we're sailing down Wanderer's Channel. I think it got that name because it meanders through the islands on either side. You'll see plenty of cottages, boats, and people soaking up a little Thousand Islands lifestyle. The Admiralty Group is one of the densest groups of islands with lots of sheltered channels. So the water's calm and there's usually a cool breeze. People have been building summer cottages. As long as we have food, bathing suits, and a stack of board games, has built over 2,500 boats. He called it. Now look along the shoreline in the distance, off the starboard bow. That means on the right-hand side. You might be able to make out some low buildings with big doorways. Those are boat houses, where people store their boats beside, to our left, and mainland on our starboard side. Near the mainland, you'll see a cottage with a red roof on Red Horse Island, which has 5 tiny man-made islands surrounding it. Our island, where there's a cottage with a great roof. The ferry has just enough room for 3 cars. It has no power or steering system because underwater cables pull it across the channel. This is one of 2 ferries to our island where I grew up. It's the 4th largest island in the Thousand Islands chain, about 13 as big as Gananoque. It's educational, scientific, and cultural organization, or UNESCO. Whatever it takes to keep the Thousand Islands clean and healthy. After all, they belong to the world. Look for a stylish A-frame cottage on Stone's Throw Island. It's so close to the river you could open a window and jump right in. Just past Stone's Throw, there's a rocky little island. Sometimes it looks deserted, while others it's brimming with activity. passed from generation to generation. La Vignette also has two flagpoles. One generally flies the red and white maple leaf flag of Canada, but the other flag changes constantly. If there's one up today, do you recognize it? The family has a huge collection, and they love challenging us to identify them. Our captains have a guidebook with flags of the world, but even they get stumped sometimes. It's an old Thousand Islands tradition. Little kids gesturing for the captain to
Awesome.
The Muskie population has rebounded over Deerfield. Both are rare in Canada. The Thousand Islands is one of the few places they go to one year. They have other reasons. Fish finding in Deerfield are easily covered by water plants and ocean fires. Suppressing fires actually hurts them. These plants need occasional light, but it's fish when today, fish fly shoots and deer-bearing fishes are coming up everywhere. Controlled birds have come with a mission across Canada and UNESCO to keep the Thousand Islands in their natural state. So Camelot Island was just landed 500 years ago. Here's hope. It still looks the same 500 years from today. Thick brown stripes through the eyes. If you see a flock of blackbirds with yellow bills flying low over the water, those are double-breasted plumber. It's so polluted that birds were leaving in droves. Now they're coming back, so we know we're moving in the right direction. You'll see what I mean just ahead of the rocks of Jack Straw Shore. always known. There's nowhere on Earth like the Thousand Islands. People from every part of the globe visit this unique area. It's up to us to leave the islands and their history unspoiled for future generations. Someday, my grandkids will inherit that knowledge, that legacy, responsibility to preserve their love of nature. I hope that survives forever.
Oh, that's the birdie now. You don't have popcorn.
Yeah.
No popcorn. We didn't go to the castle. $5.30 pa yung 2 hours. 2.5 hours. Yan. Ang susunod. Sila naman ang susunod. For another an hour tour.
Pagka nga nalamba ako.
Yeah, because the 1 hour. Sarap ng tulog ni Sanya. Natulog? Oo. Sa likod, di mo napansin? Ay, yung picture kanina.
Wala tayong picture.
Wala.
Di ba?
Wala. Yung $40.